Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn, and this is a reading for Aquarius. So this is a timeless reading. Whenever you come across this is the right time for you. I will say that it's being recorded on a very powerful full moon, and it is the second full moon in a month. So it is a full moon in Taurus. So if you have a moon or a rising sign in Taurus, this will affect you more strongly. If you come across this during a full moon time, this will also be more poignant for you, okay? So what we're going to do, Aquarius, is we're going to take a divine guidance card, and that will give us where you're headed within this next period of time. And then we're going to pull an archetype card, which are patterns of behaviors. So this is a kind of personality type that you will be working with or dealing with. Archetypes are patterns of personality that we all embody or encounter in our lives, and they represent areas of growth and challenges and shadow work, that kind of thing. And then we'll pull some tarot to flesh out the message, okay? So let's get going with this divine guidance. And Aquarius, what is Aquarius looking towards? Oh, that's beautiful. 9. So this, I think, is about advancements, if I remember it correctly, which would be beautiful, but let's just read it to be sure. And 9 is all about rewards, even better. So we have liftoff. Energetically and physically, things are about to take off in your world. Hold on to your hat. All your hard work is about to pay off. Whatever your venture is right now, there is a great movement coming. Things are about to skyrocket for you. Good things do come, and this is your time to enjoy them. You've done the work. Now's the time to reap the rewards. Congratulations. So Aquarius, this is very exciting. So you've been working on something consciously or unconsciously that is about to, come to some really big payoff, and that could be in all forms. That can be spiritually, emotionally, mental clarity. That could be financially, job stability, that kind of thing. Can be anything. But you've been working. You've been, maybe secluding yourself, really focusing on growth, or really looking at doing the inner work, setting the groundwork for something new. And, full moon is all about release, that release and fulfillment. And you've been doing the work, and now it's coming forward. So let's take a look at an archetype, a pattern of behavior, possibly within yourself or within others, that will be coming into your awareness over the next few weeks, okay? So we have one that's really just wonking out here, so we'll call that companion. Light attributes are loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. And so this is about relationships, Aquarius. And shadow attributes are betrayal by misusing confidence or loss of your own personal identity. So what you need to be aware of for this, in order to, reap these rewards and really come into the full achievement of it, Aquarius, is that you're going to be faced with this companion archetype. So you either have someone in your life already that is representing this for you and with you, or someone's going to be coming into your life in the next several weeks that will present this archetype to you. And you need to stay in the light attributes of staying focused, being loyal to yourself, or if you are given information and confidence, then be loyal to that trust and that confidence that's being given to you, and to come from a space of that unselfishness, that no expectations, come from that higher space of not having expectations. The shadow attribute of this is where we get caught up in identity, where codependence, where we get caught up in our success is only contingent on someone else being there to move us through it or walk us through it. feeling like you can't stand in your own power, so to speak, you know. And also it's about misusing your confidence. So if someone does share something with you and you're willing to receive that, then you're being asked to really pay attention and not betray any of those confidences, because you're being chosen to hold that information for a reason, you know, and to stand in the light attribute and to honor that trust. Now, if this is something that is just too big for you to bear, you know, if this is a risk for someone, then of course you've got to use your own discernment. But it doesn't feel like that's what this is. This is more about perhaps something new, like a new venture, a new realization, a shift, an awareness someone's going to share with you, and you know, just to keep that confidence is a focus. And also that these are going to bring you about these rewards if you keep the higher ground. You know, if you stay within your integrity, then these rewards will come through. Oh, you got two there. Okay. These rewards will come through much more, you know, much more fluidly, much more naturally, much more in flow. So let's get some tarot here. Okay. Wow. Look at this. My goodness. You've got all kinds of major arcana in here. So this is a big deal, Aquarius. All kinds of major arcana are coming up, which usually signify bigger life events or actual people that will have a strong influence over us, you know, within a period of time. So let's just get started here. You've got, this is going to bring about this, whatever this is, you know, this reward that you're about to reap. This is a really big deal because the very first card out is the wheel. Number 10, change and possibilities. So this is major arcana, major life events. So you're going through a change, a transition. Sorry, my plant is not cooperating. You're going through a change and a transition right now. And that change and transition, like everything moves through the wheel of time, right? Everything evolves. So things end in order for new things to begin. So it could be that you have a companionship here that is ending in order to make way for something new to come in. It also could be that this, in terms of companionship, that someone that has been not played a big role in your life so far, they're going to step up and their gifts are going to shine in order to support you in this transition. And on top of that, we've got the 10 of shells, which would be the 10 of cups, which is all about blessings and well-being. Like, this is water signs, so this could be sorry, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It's funny when I do these, sometimes the messages come through so fast that I literally hit a blank all of a sudden for a second there. So this could represent someone that is of the that is a water sign, that is a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, that could be coming in, and this relationship, this connection is going to reach a new level, or this is a newer person that's coming in and can help you with this transition of the wheel moving towards the rewards, you know. And then on top of that, we've got number 20, which is major arcana again, awakening, renewal, and enlightenment. Now, this was in a turned position, which means that in the past, and perhaps connected to certain relationships, or the way that those relationships were sort of conducted, how they flowed, it was blocking your enlightenment or your understanding of certain things. It was blocking this evolution towards, you know, these great spiritual rewards and overall rewards that are coming your way that you've been working towards so strongly, Aquarius. You know, so this is ending, this is midway, so you're coming to a realization through this transition of the world. This is also about transition, it's about renewal. So something is ending here in order for this renewal to begin, for something to be renewed or to be brought new for the first time, because this also is about enlightenment. So you're going to see things from a perspective that you hadn't seen things from before. And it may be the confidence that someone has given you, like they've said something to you in confidence, they've shared something with you that really gives you all of a sudden that quick insight to things you didn't understand before. And you may want to act on that, because it may be around some form of you feeling like you were misrepresented or betrayed, because in its shadow attribute, there is that betrayal, that misloyalty there. But, no need for action on that. Stop and count and think. Don't rush ahead, because you've also got Temperance, which is another major arcana. And this is about balance and harmony. And this was also in the turned position, which means that you've been out of balance. Things have not been in harmony. You've been working really hard, towards whatever this goal is, Aquarius, and it's like you've been blocked. You've been hitting these blocks, and some of them are external, for sure, but some of them are also internal. They're within you, and the perspective that you held, the insight that you had at the time. We know what we know, and when we know better, we do better, so to speak. So, there are things you didn't know. There are things that haven't even possibly evolved quite yet, but will be evolving in the next couple of weeks, within this next cycle. And pay attention to that. Pay attention to the energy and the people around you. And you are in a process of righting things, making this upright. You're in a process of transforming and transmuting that energy, where there will be balance and harmony, where you are going to have new enlightenment and renewal, but you've got to make sure that you're in a space to receive that energy. And you've got the wheel here as well. Like, this is all really beautiful with the 10 of shells. There's something really super positive that not only will affect you, but will affect others around you in your life once this comes into its fruition, once it's manifested, and it's already in process. The indication was that you've laid down the groundwork. You've really worked hard at maybe clearing a lot of internal clutter. You've been working hard at, ascending or clearing your life out, measuring your relationships and deciding what serves you and what doesn't serve you. Looking at your evolution in your workspace or career space and deciding whether that serves you or it doesn't, setting things up for new things, but you've been blocked somewhere. So maybe you've had some internal sort of struggle around that. Perhaps it's been an influence of another that's, been chirping in your ear and really had an effect on that. Maybe you haven't really had a belief within yourself that you could create this and make this happen, and you can. So we've got the 9 of feathers. Now the feathers would be our air sign. That would be our swords. And the 9 of feathers is all about the overactive mind, the overactive, all kinds of thought forms in confusion. There's too much going on. Feeling anxious about things, and these two cards in their turned position would support this, but you're leaving this behind because you're coming into your goal here. And the perspective and self-empowerment is the message from here with the porcupine. With the porcupine, it's all about perspective. He's a very gentle creature, quite solitary, minds his own business, but he's definitely got these prickly quills that can cause harm through self-protection. It's all about perspective, and it's all about being self-empowered. And you're being asked to come into that space of self-empowerment. You are gaining new perspective, as we've talked about throughout this reading, Aquarius, where you've got new knowledge coming in through a companion of sorts. And this new knowledge is going to shift your understanding, shift your sense of harmony and your balance, and the lens that you see through is changing, and it's leading you towards this success. So blockages are, you know, they're going to come away, and they are coming away. But you've been sitting in this space, and it's time to evolve from this space. And it's possible that this could be negative talk, that perhaps you've had people around you that have been naysaying or gossiping or talking behind your back. And I only say that because I'm getting a sudden jabs here. And the higher back is all about gossip. That's all about negative talk, not generally self-talk. It's about, you know, energy that's being directed in your way. So keep your eye out for that companion that's in a shadow aspect of this, because that's what this feels like a little bit, that somebody has been influencing this, either overtly, you know, and you're aware of it, or they're being subversive about it. But there's a little bit of sabotage going on from one of these companions, one of these people in your life that are not good intended. It feels like it's just not good intention. And you do have the power. You are gaining that power and that self-confidence to stand up to them and to face that and to move through it. That's exactly the message. And the last one you have is another major arcana here, and this is the Hermit, contemplation and wisdom. So as you come through this, as you are confronted with this new understanding, this new knowledge, perhaps this awareness of betrayal on some level, Aquarius, the Hermit is saying, you know what, don't react, don't explode, don't go after it. Go inside, you know, reflect, really take a look at, you know, someone may be directing that energy to you, but is that important to you? What it is that you desire and your life's path is the most important. And that's what you need to focus on, you know. So if you're aware of this, contemplate and really think about your position in all of this, and use the wisdom that you're gaining. Transmute that knowledge into wisdom. You know, you've got so many major arcana at play here right now. This is a big life event that will it'll change, it'll shift the course of your life, you know, for those of you that this applies to, and it'll really come to big rewards, because you've also got the 10 over here indicating you've got big, beautiful rewards all throughout your life. Just, it's right there. It's right there waiting, and just coming to this new understanding, this new balance, recognizing that there's some archetype behavior at play here that seems to be coming from someone else, but it could also be that you're not loyal to your own dreams. You're not loyal to your own wisdom. You're not listening to the cues that the universe is giving you. And you're asked to really reflect on that. Tune in to what it is that you want and what it is that you deserve and need, Aquarius, that's going to bring this, you know, this great reward for you, however this appears and unfolds. So let's pull some feather wisdom, and then we will pull, not some crystal, we'll pull some animal spirit as well, and get a couple of final messages here. So this is really exciting, because this feels like you're really going to come into your own power in a way that you haven't really experienced before. And you know what's funny? This card almost came out, and I pushed it back in, and now here it is again. So the Heron, let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Okay, so whatever this is in Aquarius, you are well known for following your own path. You know, I'm an Aquarius moon. We beat to a different drum in a lot of ways. We are atypical in a lot of ways. That's part of what makes up our sign and what makes us who we are. And this is all about embracing that. So maybe it is that you've had some people, you've had something off the wall, something creative that's, you know, you've been working towards, a way of life that you want to live that's counter to what is mainstream. And the message here is to make sure that you go for that, to make sure that you follow that. If that is the inkling, if that is the pull, if that is the charge that you're getting, then pay attention to that and honor you. Honor your spirit and what it is that you need and that you deserve, because this is going to bring about, you know, great return for you and in turn for others as well, because when we grow and we gain, you know, others do, just naturally because of that, because we shift and we grow. Okay, so let's get another message here. And this is snake, time to heal. Okay, and in its position, you've been in it again, it's in this turned position. So you've been in a space where you've had blocks. This is definitely about outside influences. This is definitely about not feeling like you can stand in your own power and wisdom, Aquarius, and that it is time for you to heal and evolve like the snake. Shed the skin of the old stuff, you know, and I have goosebumps talking about that. Shed that skin and come into this new knowing of you and what your path is and where you're going. Okay, so Aquarius, that's very exciting, and I wish you all the success. For those of you that this applied to, please click like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time.